There are plenty of headlines heading into the 2014 New Orleans Saints training camp. One of the big ones on day one, though, was kind of a funny one. Head coach Sean Payton, he inserted himself into the team's conditioning drills, and he took the test, and after a lot of deliberation, he said he's just glad he passed the thing. The 2014 Greenbrier Classic, already here now in White Sulphur Springs, and one of the main headlines on day one is actually a name everybody's pretty familiar with, 2013 champion Jonas Blixt. A total of 8 interceptions in the game, 4 of them from Anthony Boone of Duke, 4 of them from Virginia Tech's Logan Thomas, but it was when and where those interceptions happened that led to a Virginia Tech loss. Good evening, and we start tonight with some heartbreaking news out of Greenbrier County as longtime Greenbrier East basketball coach and recent athletic director Jerry Bradley has passed away. After months upon months of fighting several illnesses, the Spartan legend leaves this world with an unbelievable legacy, and we caught up with Greenbrier East boys and girls basketball coach Jim Justice on the tragic loss.
Well, it's tough. I mean, it's really tough. You know, I mean, we're all happy that Jerry's not suffering anymore. You know, I feel certain that the good Lord has a team that's looking for a great coach.
We'll have much more on the life of Jerry Bradley as the days go on. Well, after 29 seasons of coaching at Midland Trail, Joe Dean, he steps down as head coach of the Patriots. A tough decision for the tenured coach came due to health reasons. In 1985, Dean came to Hico as an assistant coach, and in 1997, he officially took over for the Patriot football team. Today, though, the announcement came as a shock to both his coaching staff and players, putting now interim coach Scott Priest in the spotlight as Week 8 fast approaches. And according to him, the rest of this season will be played with Coach Dean in mind.
Yeah, in a way, you know, because like I said, he means so much to everybody there, you know, and like I said, I'd worked for him, and he was actually an assistant coach when I was a player here at Midland Trail. And, but like I said, the main thing is just try to, you know, get the kids prepared and get them to have a little bit of fun there and hopefully finish on a positive note.
Well, not much has been said, really. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of it just kind of all happened really quick. It's been a little hectic here past week.
As for the high school football scene, the latest WVSSAC rankings are out. In Class AAA, there are no local teams in the top 16, so we jump right to Class AA, and the local squads more than make up for the AAA absence as Westside, they come in ranked 5th this week. Bluefield is right behind them at 6th, and Westside's opponent this week is 8th-ranked Nicholas County. Liberty also staying inside the playoff cut this week. They are ranked 14th in the state. And Class Single A, 2 teams do find themselves in the rankings and high up in them at that. Greenbrier West, they sit at number 3 this week. They're gearing up for a big-time showdown with Bluefield. And Meadowbridge, after another big win, they rise to 5th in the state. High school volleyball also taking main stage today in Fayetteville. The Lady Pirates, they played host to a triangular. First up for the gals in green was Montcalm. Let's head out to Fayetteville for the pink jerseys. Why not? It is October after all. Fayetteville not wasting time either. Cassie Semple powering home her first kill of the match. That from the middle, of course. Fayetteville adding to it moments later. Allison Lewis gets what we call the home court roll off of the net. She gets a service ace. Montcalm responding. Caitlin Dunford handles the long volley with a hammer home. That one finds the hardwood for a point. Fayetteville, though, saying not so fast. They go back to the middle. Whimsy Gibson, she's there to send it home. Another Lady Pirate point. How about Malia Browning, also wanting to get in on the fun? She has it sent her way, and she takes care of it, finding the gap in that Montcalm defense. And Fayetteville, they roll in a sweep over Montcalm, winning by the final 2-0. Montcalm also having to take on Meadowbridge. That's how triangulars usually work. Got to play the other team. Meadowbridge, they start the scoring, though. Lexi Romine, she shows some touch to find a gap in that Montcalm defense. That's good for a point. Meadowbridge adding to it. Shayla Harless using an unorthodox way to get it over, but she does for a kill inside the back line. Montcalm not going away, though. Caitlin Dunford, again, she tallies a service ace this time, and Montcalm, they weren't done. They're spreading the wealth. This time, Justice Thomas, she gets the feed. She keeps it inside the back line, and Montcalm, they go on to get the win over Meadowbridge tonight. They do so by the final 2-1. Well, finally tonight, every week we here at WAY, we honor a student athlete in the area for their outstanding performance in their chosen sport. It's not often, though, that that student athlete is a freshman, and it's even less often that a freshman wins a state title. This week, both happen as we honor Westside freshman Colin Bowles as our C. Adam Toney Athlete of the Week. Our own Larry Bernil, he has more.
I guess I managed to play decent enough to win and get third place as a team.
I had the guys blocking for me in the front, House. He took about 3 or 4 guys out. I had, Lil Shaq behind me pushing me on.
A touchdown in semi-pro football. Certainly an amazing feat after a coal mining disaster that would have left several sidelined for good. But it was his attitude and possibly his darkest hour that made one think Swofford would be different.
As soon as it happened, the first words was out of my mouth was, I don't guess I'm going riding this weekend, because we were all scheduled to go on a big riding trip on our Harleys. So that was the first pretty much words that come out of my mouth was, I don't guess I'm going riding this weekend.
Little did he know that the ride of his life would follow. 5 years of rehab and a new prosthetic leg gave Swofford a new lease on life and an interest in football.
It's been an inspiration to everyone, and I knew what kind of person James was when he told me he lost his leg, and so I'm like, you're disabled now. He's like, no, I still work in the coal mines.
I liked it because it didn't stop him from pursuing what he wanted to do, where some people might have just caved and been like, hey, I can't do anything.
Swofford and the rest of the West Virginia Storm are now preparing for the playoffs after going 7-3 this season, and for a linebacker that is a spry 40 years old, he's hoping he can savor every last bit of this ride.
It's great. I'm 40 years old, so this might be my last year doing it. Even though that I want to keep doing it, my body in the morning says, no, you can't do this no more. But, it's been a blast. Like I said, I love coming out here. I haven't played ball since '92. It's been a long time. So, I'm honored. I'm honored.
A base hit followed by cheers. A simple sound of summer that is more than welcome for a town trying to dig out of some of its darkest days.
I heard the sirens and the ambulances, and sometimes you don't pay attention to it, and sometimes it just hits you, and this time it hit me, and it just gave me a bad feeling.
Just 1 month ago, a fatal accident leading to the death of 2 basketball coaches put everything on hold, including a Legion baseball season already 3 games in.
No one really wanted to play for a while, and then we postponed a couple games, but the week after it happened, we were playing, and the first couple games you could still tell that the kids just weren't ready to be out there yet.
After funeral services and time for the town of Broken Bow to heal, head coach Jerry Pomplin knew exactly what he had to do.
They asked us if we wanted to continue the season, and I talked to the team, and I think it was pretty unanimous that we all wanted to finish the season. It was very hard to get back out on the field.
1, 2, 3, Chad!
And future opponents didn't take long to offer condolences.
McCook, they gave us wristbands, and the juniors, Cozad gave the juniors hats with 21 on it. It's just nice for them to reach out to us.
It's amazing. I mean, people we don't even know are just supporting us, and it's pretty awesome to see all the support that we get.
Disregarding the difficulty, the team has shot out to an amazing 15-3 record, already capturing their spot in the league championship game. And it's that good baseball that is healing not only a team, but an entire community.
I feel that our hearts are strong and our motivation's very strong, and that's what's carrying us right now. And I think we're going to continue to get stronger as the season progresses here.
The ping of a bat, truly bringing in more than just a base hit. Reporting in Kearney, Spencer Schubert, NTV Sports.